Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Pacific Drive, where a spooky sort of fog has set in, and we are, I guess, just gonna drive around aimlessly in it. Just chart some new roads, take another drive. I kind of thought the whole point of the instability was that the zone was going to be like constantly refiguring itself around us, but I guess that's not fully the case. Anyway, let's have a look at this here paint shelf, because we did pick up some stuff, although apparently I left it in the car. Also, you know, we have a lot of repairs to effect. Okay, so we got paint stripper. And we got this. I feel like this stuff should probably live over here, right? Store the paints and decals. So this is it's just a decal stamp with some numbers on it. I don't necessarily feel that our car needs slick racing numbers. I don't think that's the problem that we're having, personally. Alright, how are we doing car-wise? Our battery is completely fucked. That's very solvable. Good. Good. Green? Everything's green? Everything's green. Okay, I mean, not everything. Obviously, we have other problems. Let's heal all of my electricity burns and lacerations and whatnot. Let us put some gas in this thing. Okay. So activate the driver's checklist at the status monitor. Okay, just every time you come back home, just tap this and... Alright, well, as ever, let's go have a chat with our friendly dumpster. Should there not be lights out here? Like, this feels insufficient. Is that it? Just... Can I have more? Actually, yes. Will it just keep giving me stuff if I keep interacting with it? That seems powerful. Nope. Okay, eventually it just barks at you. Strange behavior, but fine. Okay, so tires in good condition. Not all of them, it turns out. Does it just mean something's low on health, or no? Okay, we have an actual problem. Which one is that again? Loose. We need a mechanics kit to fix the loose tire. Okay, should be... Yeah, no problem. Yep, that's that's how that works. I appreciate that at a certain point they completely give up on that, like, the artifice of it, and it's just like, listen, it's all magic. We may as well. Okay, this is cracked. I'm assuming from the description, although it's not terribly clear, I'm assuming from the description that when something is cracked, it takes damage more quickly. So repairing that is really just saving you putty in the long term. Plus, fixing the crack status seems to restore it to full health as well, so that's nice. Okay. Definitely gotta make sure the front of the car is in good shape, because I do crash into shit kind of a lot. Turns out we need another sealing kit. I guess I back into stuff a fair amount as well. Alright, we should probably make a couple charges of repair putty. We're going to need at least one more sealing kit. Like I said, there's something relaxing about, like, making the little repairs and everything, but I can imagine how that might end up only being true a certain number of times. How it might be the case that it would be good to have an automation for this eventually. Oh wait, sorry, get this out. Play this really long animation. I mean, honestly, I would consider this ready to go. I know we have a little bit of damage. Oh wait, okay, one of our headlights is pretty busted actually. Did that hit the headlight? Okay, it did. But I'm noticing the headlight repair is not even affecting the meter. Is it really just responding to the fact that there's like a very small amount of damage on the doors? Because this feels almost wasteful to correct. I guess it's best to go out in full condition. Alright, what else do we want to... Speaking of going out with stuff, what else do we want to go out with? I should probably... Can we put together an impact hammer? I might drop off this hand vac too. Hey, where's my transfer trunk? Sitting over here for some reason. First of all, put that away. Secondly, I actually don't think the hand vac is worth the cargo space that it takes up. And then, can I fabricate a gas cylinder for my impact hammer? Oh, apparently I picked one up somewhere. Okay, well I should definitely get that. But again, can I fabricate? It looks like no. Gas cylinders are a discovery only item. Alright, well, good to know. Oh, wrong button, there we go. And then put this in one of the quick slots. Should I build myself another scrapper before we go out? We used a little bit of the last one, plus about half of this one. So, probably... Again, it may be the case that there's a way to repair these, but it seems like just building new ones all the time is kind of the intended thing. Alright. New route. So just explore. Just find some stuff. I guess that would connect to E5. I like these ones running out in a different direction. CRM is extreme conditions. We could push northward. But, like, we have reason to believe there's another fuel station over here, maybe? Let's, yeah, let's see what's west. Okay. And then maybe let's take just a second real quick. That's not what I want. I want to open up my logbook. Here we go. Take just a second real quick and have a look at the anomalies section of the logbook. Alright, dictaphone recording, Office of Dr. Richard Preble, circa 1976. Hi, Christina, hi, how are you? So, it turns out you were right. We've had reports from several regions of the zone now, and they're all very similar. We have these dummy things out in the wilderness, and we also have them inside abandoned houses. Oh, that would be very creepy to discover, actually. We also have them in gas stations, on the road, on top of signs. One report here says on a roof. We've spotted about 600 now. The file catalogs each and every one. Oh, and you're quite right about the other thing, too. Yeah, I know what happens when someone touches one. We all got plenty of data on that. Okay, don't touch them. I mean, I would not have tried anyway, but apparently it's important that we don't. So, I'm going to be applying for a position in Portland now. I've done my review. It was a great time being contracted here, sure, but I'm not sure I want to work at Arta full time, you know? It's very strange here. You work in a very strange place. I'm sure you're doing important work, and I respect that greatly, but I think I'd like to go back to academia now. Oh god, there's one of them outside. I know for a fact it wasn't there before. Okay. Alright. So the abductors, this is from a letter fragment, date unknown. Dear Maggie, once again I miss you and the kids so much. I'm sorry I haven't written sooner, but it's just been crazy out there. I have a few moments right now, so I figured it would be good to put pen to paper. I hope you don't mind the handwriting being so wiggly, but me and the guys are in a bit of a pickle right now. You see, our van got pulled up into a tree. I'm afraid I can't explain exactly what happened, top secret things and all, but we're safe. You trust me on that. We also have 2 hours to wait before rescue comes, hanging 50 feet above the ground and right on a ridge. I'll send this as soon as we get back to barracks and write you a much better letter after. But in the meantime, here's a picture. I sketched it out while we were waiting. And if there's one thing we have up here, it's a heck of a view. Love always, Joe. Okay. I mean, hopefully this letter actually got sent and not, like, recovered from a corpse. There's these things, the bollards, always just coming up out of the ground. Transmission fragment from 1961. Yes, Anita, I do agree with you that that this is nothing short of remarkable. And yes, I also think what we're seeing here is something new and unique, something unmatched by anything the zone has previously offered up. But I must disagree with your conclusions. Strongly. I strongly disagree. These abrupt, dangerous, grotesque things are one of a host of bizarre new geological phenomena. They very likely occur in response to ground vibration or local disturbances. And I think that's the end of it. To suggest that they are a deliberate reaction or even a defense mechanism takes our discussion in a very different and quite uncomfortable direction. I think we should be reviewing your reports before you submit them. This conversation goes no further, and I'll be scrubbing the transmission logs as soon as possible, understand? But apparently not, actually. Okay, this wriggling wreck. This place is learning how to ambush us. So this is teletype autoscript, not actually dated. You know what that means? It means it doesn't want us here. This place doesn't want us. A whole ass part of the world is rejecting us, trying to get rid of us, trying to push us out. Think about that for a moment. It's horrific. This thing was like some kind of new wicked wildlife, ready to spring at us, but only us. Except, you know what? It's not like wildlife. Cool. This is a very, very clear thought process being exposed here. You ever notice how these anomalies don't attack one another? When have you ever seen them fight? Wildlife is an ecosystem, infinite parts responding to one another. The anomalies? Listen to me. That's the zone uniting against us. They do seem to work in concert, that's for sure. And then this is from the private field notes of Dr. Everett. Plasma-powered spark transmitters, combining previously obsolete coils with limb-enhanced repeaters, have proven to be the best way to boost signals throughout the zone. The constant increase in radiation and electromagnetic interference has made radio communication extremely difficult and often subject to bizarre distortions. These new modified coils appear to have solved that. The addition of local plasma power sources is a reliable way to keep each node within this vital infrastructure both operational and independent. However, the price we have to pay is constant maintenance and repair. They're demanding beasts and burn through components rapidly. If key resistors and capacitors are not regularly replaced, they quickly develop a habit of either shorting or even releasing constant high-voltage, low-current discharges into the immediate vicinity. What a plan. What a brilliant plan. Anomalies, 5 of 53. That's that's concerning. That's a little bit worrying. All right, well, we've got healing items. We've got some putty. You know what? Let me see here about. So we're out of plastics. We can make a couple of sealing kits with what we have left here, and I'm just gonna have some sealing kits stashed in the car. That seems wise. And in fact, is there a way to use a thing on a thing in the inventory? Because like this tire is just it's flat, right? And I would love to be able to fix that. Okay, I guess there's not really a way. Here's what we'll do. We'll throw this on the ground. Stop rolling. Okay. And then I guess really we ought to pull a spare. Which I don't seem to be able to do. Here we go. Right, because that is a better tire. Alright, we'll just stash this in here. Along with the other sealing kit. Okay, a little bit more prepared for calamity now. Probably be good to turn the car on. Just laying on the pedal being like, why isn't this working? There we go. Headlights. Headlights are important. I did leave the back open. Well, that probably doesn't matter, right? Actually, it's hard to imagine how it could. I think we're probably fine. All right, let's see what there is to see. I forgot to look at the fabrication station to see if we had anything else we could build up. I don't remember what the resource was that we were short for the next part of it. The root of the tech tree. All right, so some spooky back roads here. Alright, there's a couple of research stations around. Basically, no reason for us to stop before we get to the crossroads. I did the thing. It was not a good idea. What am I? I'm like stuck on something. Let's investigate the situation. No, I just like didn't fully clear a rock. Boy, that's ominous.
Holy moly, are you kidding me right now?
Tobias, you scared the hell out of me.
Didn't you tell me you saw it too?
Saw what?
What do you mean, what? Hallucinations, like the ones from 1961. It happened again, just a quick blip, like blinking your... Wait, you didn't see it?
I was in a total blackout. Colossal Cappy fried my systems.
Right, because sending the driver headfirst into Cappy didn't work out like you said it would. Big surprise.
Oh, spare me, Francis. The driver's alive and your remnants verified. Isn't that all you wanted? Now, why are you two yapping about the mass hallucination?
When Cappy amplified the remnant signal, it triggered another hallucination event, but it only lasted 3 seconds this time. And not only that, we picked up that its source was northwest of us, specifically...
Yeah, somewhere in the deep zone.
That's impossible. It's been
40 years.
Somewhat longer than 1 week. Which is what I think we were all expecting. What are we looking at here? A deposit box. Okay, there's tourists in the spooky yellow zone. Let's just grab some stuff quickly here. What is this? A dumpster pearl.
And that's not all. This hallucination wave that triggered, we picked up its waveform. And it turns out it's equal and opposite to the remnant's waveform. They're paired signals. It means they're related. And what's more, if we bring that car to whatever this mass hallucination source is, we have a chance of nullifying the remnant and breaking its bond with the driver. A simple destructive interference.
This is
Why didn't this
insane.
also move?
After all this time, we find a remnant, a lead on the mass hallucinations of 61.
And a possible way to free the driver? Pinch me, Francis, because this is the best thing that's happened in decades. Just when things were getting dull.
The remnants. It was key to the mass hallucination. This whole time.
Yes, and you nearly destroyed it.
I need to go.
This is huge, Francis. We have so much work to do.
Ah, shit.
I know. I've already pulled every report on the mass hallucination event. Driver, listen, you stay safe out there.
We'll report back to you once we've gone through all of this data. There's a lot of it. And be careful. Oppie's not in her right mind, okay? So, watch yourself.
Alright, scan them this time. We will read about them later. I am just trying to get away from them for right now. Huh. Thought I put the car in park before I got out, but maybe they switched it again? I thought maybe I could stop them from being able to... That's inconvenient. I thought maybe I could stop them from being able to drive it into trouble like they did last time. There's an off-road research station somewhere around here. We're just gonna avoid those mannequins, the big line of tourists. Huh. Awful lot of sort of latent electricity in the environment. Every time I back the car up, the hood opens. Cool, cool, cool. That's probably how that's supposed to work. Well, according to the radar, it should be basically right here. I'm gonna leave the car on, because I am a little nervous. Is it this? I think it's this. Or it's that little trailer over there, but this is a structure of some kind. Okay, got a scan on one of those can openers. Just stay out of its way. Ah, you need an electrician's kit. A still functional power lock. Damn it. Okay, now I've turned off the power. We do not think that it will be forcible in any other way. Alright, fine. Let's get back to the car, shall we? There's an anchor a little bit deeper into the woods. We might be better off returning to the road to access that and just try to get onto the road past the line of strangers. Tourists rather. I mean, all the bizarre light zones and stuff are very pretty. Give them that. Feels like the sort of thing you maybe want to drive around. That doesn't look like an abductor. That looks like something else. got some strangers here. We got some tourists. We got another pod. Huh. That's something. Anyway, what's going on in here? This looks important. There's a secret tunnel that leads to Idaho. Okay, we'll investigate that later. Okay, all this stuff goes in here. And then... how accessible is this thing? Pretty accessible, it turns out. Alright, mostly what we need is just like raw material stuff, right? We need plastics, we need duct tape very badly, we need tons and tons and tons of scrap metal. This is just gonna be a scrapper. Oh, my inventory is too full to pick up scrap metals and whatnot right now. I mean, those tourists do seem to be staying over there. I don't think they're any closer than they were. But I don't feel confident of that. Hey, who turned off the lights? What a smart move that was. A transmuter. This is gears to electronics. Okay. Did I scan this before? I think so. I do want to real quickly here get close enough to that to be able to read it. Obviously getting close to it's also going to be like tremendously dangerous, but you really got to get up on stuff. Okay. It turned toward us there. But, okay, I don't think it actually saw me. I think it was just a coincidence. It was just turning. Okay, is electronics a thing we are short on? Not really. I'm not going to bother with that transmuter, I think. I think let's just keep moving. Couple of anchors up ahead. There was that one that was like out here somewhere. Like we saw it in the distance. Don't know what to make of that. These ones are in slightly creepier positions than some of them have been, yeah? It's not just me. Nope, not that. These pneumatic deposit boxes are pretty handy. Okay, I'm pretty sure that tourist was in a different position. Put it in the device. I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think that was that moved when I wasn't looking at it. which is kind of what I thought their deal was going to be, if I'm honest. Should be another one like right over here. Oh, there it is. Yep, good driving. Good solid forest steering from me there. Oh god. Okay. Probably best I get this anchor out of here. Ow. Okay, that's not great. My anchor. Okay. There's a lot of stuff going on here. One thing that does bother me a little bit about the game... Oh dear, that really put me up in the air. Fall damage? Pretty... Some fall damage. Eat food. Oh god, get out of the yellow zone. Get out of yellow zone. Ah. Okay. Eat food. Boy, that just kind of happened and expanded all over my car all at once, huh? Trying hard to heal up, but maybe the robot thing will drive it out. It seems to be just crashing into the trees over and over again, which I guess is a pretty funny thing for it to do, as far as like negatively affecting my outcomes. All right, that's pretty close and pretty steerable from there. I think we got to make a move. Okay. She is not operable. Oh, she was in drive. I have placed her into park. Okay, well actually the yellow zone seems to be moving off of us. I think we might have a second here to recover the anchor. Alright. Get on the road. Get to a moment of relative safety. We can try to assess here a little bit. Oh, okay. Yeah, so the zone is getting more and more hostile. Park. I mean, the wheels are all pretty okay. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to just try to patch up the worst of the damage real fast so that we can try to make an exit, right? Without hopefully anything falling off or the car exploding. Why? Animation, why? Must you be so slow? Oh, eat. So I am like irradiated to hell and constantly losing health. Okay. Okay. I should maybe have gotten closer to that before committing it as a destination, but I was like, you know, the road runs the whole way there. It should be easy, right? Oh, God. We're good. We're fine. We're good. Hey, should I maybe have, like, made sure the tires were like their condition meters are high, but you know what I didn't do was make sure that they're like not flat and not wobbly and stuff. Well, whatever. Here we go. Okay, that was a little bit of a mess. That turned into a real situation at the end.
I owe you an apology. I screwed up. I nearly got you killed. The things I used to calculate as easily as turning a screwdriver, they're foggy now. The numbers don't work themselves out like they used to. I haven't been myself for a long time, but I haven't needed to be. It's been me and this cursed place I created and nothing else for decades. But now, knowing that whatever caused the mass hallucination is still out there, I need to know what it is, and why the remnants are connected to it. Francis was right about the remnant and the mass hallucinations paired signals. If we can get them together, maybe they'll cancel each other out and you'll be free. It's a shaky theory at best, but it's the only lead we've got for now. You can do nothing. Twiddle your thumbs until that remnant drives you mad. Or, if you're willing to work with me, I'll give you the best chance to survive this thing. Think it through. And fix up your car while you're doing it. You'll need to for whatever you decide from here.
Yeah, continuing to repair the car.
Use at my fabrication station to fix up that junker. You should while I'm still in the mood to allow it. And there's the test track behind the garage, if you need to take anything for a spin.
All right, lady. Yeah, that was a much more damaging run than the previous ones. Even though on the previous run I had allowed the car to get driven into a buzzsaw, that was pretty harrowing. Okay, so we picked up all the electronics we need. All we need to do is fabricate a couple of gears real fast, which we can absolutely do. Oh, except I will need to grab some metal in order to do so. All right, let's bump those over. All right, 4 gear. Except now I'm short 3 scrap. Come on. There's definitely enough in the car. Oh, I didn't mean to grab it. Whatever. I didn't mean to grab everything, but it's fine. What I should do is take the trunk over, consolidate everything, and then try to build stuff. But whatever. The important thing is, now we have this. Do we not? Did I not grab the... Okay. You know what? You know what? Let's do what I said. Transfer trunk. Grab all of this stuff. Actually, it looks like I do have all the scrap metal, don't I? This stuff I guess we'll probably deal with right now, so that can probably stay. Okay, but yeah, it looks like I do in fact have all the scrap metal in my inventory. It's just not enough. Friendly dumpster, help me. 3 scrap metal, please. Okay, an entire door. I'm not turning down an entire door. Oh, right, because yeah. Let's put back all of this stuff. Actually, does it count materials that are in my transfer trunk? That would be the convenient thing for it to do, right? Yes, it is aware of stuff if it's in the trunk. Okay, cool. That is how that should work, and I appreciate that. I'll pick up that door in a second. Metals, please. Fabric, tape. I mean, duct tape's important, and it is useful. We could, I suppose, just scrap this door. Yeah, let me do that. Ah, okay, that's why it was giving us a warning, is because you don't get your stuff back? Why doesn't it give the stuff back? Also, like, the whole thing of that item is that it was not crafted. It was given to us for free. Okay, so what is this? Slice a pearl in half and you'll find thousands of layers of precious materials formed around a core. Break one of these apart and who knows what will pop out. So wait, is that what it's for? Is you just break it? Unreliable. There's no way to fix that. Okay. That's not what I was really I was looking for. What is pearl? I mean, it has the text on it that we saw already. I guess that's maybe all the text we're going to get. So sometimes the very ground itself is the most threatening part of the zone. Something beneath it has changed. And during times of instability, everyone and everything on the surface can be at risk. Boy, ain't that the truth. These things... No, I don't like this. I feel like an experiment. That's what I feel like. Like someone's playing with me. Maybe to learn about me. Maybe just in the way you see a raccoon try everything it can to get into a trash can. But why would that be? Is this a response to the experiments I'm performing? Am I interesting? Am I a snack? These damn things chase me, and they leap on cars or the field equipment that we've set up, and it's like they're playing. Please, Anna, tell me you're feeling the same way. Tell me you're seeing this. Nothing in nature is random. Evolution means that things in our world have function. They have purpose. That's... okay. I wonder what kind of doctor Dr. Lopez is supposed to be, because this is a really bad understanding of evolution. Lots of stuff in nature is random. The way evolution works is through randomness, the randomness of mutations. Like, people have this really weird simplification of evolution that kind of gives it a telos almost. Like, I don't know. I guess I don't need to get into this right now, but not only does evolution not mean that things in our world have function, things with negative value can evolve as long as not enough time has passed for the fitness of those things to be an issue yet, or as long as the organism as a whole is more fit in that state than it was prior to the last mutations. You know, like, not every part of it is perfectly... Anyway. What is the purpose of these things? What are they trying to do? And are things in the zone evolving? You know, honestly, he could be an engineer of some kind. This is a very engineer syndrome way of misunderstanding biological processes. All right, can opener. The picture we got of the can opener is nothing. It's not a goddamn... You can't see anything in that. Can anybody hear us? We're still inside the cabin. One of those things is tearing up the ground outside, and it doesn't stop. It went through Baxter like when you walk through tall grass. Like he wasn't even there. Oh, God. Come in, Control. Can you hear us? You have to understand they have escaped containment. The anomalies escaped. Okay, and then, yeah, just they all escaped a bunch more times. I mean, this is certainly very cool looking. Maybe I am just supposed to smash it. I'd feel a little bit better if I knew what the little yellow dot on it is supposed to mean. Break one of these apart and who knows what'll pop out. But then when you scan it, it doesn't say recommended tool or anything. I don't know. I'm just gonna put it back in the trunk for the moment. Okay. So it turns out we are actually still short scrap, because you are always short scrap. And chopping up a door doesn't necessarily get you the scrap you need. A little more help, please? Thank you. It gave me the door back. It was like, listen, you idiot. Alright, I appreciate that. I'm just going to store it in here for the moment. Turns out a car door is pretty large. Whoever would have thought? Oh, this is a neat thing. An ability is activated. Battery does... Yeah. Any car door is opened. Oh, okay. Like if something weird is going on, whenever any car door is opened, the headlights switch on. That's weird. We don't actually have a problem. But okay, so this is a thing we can, if we get some kind of strange triggered issue. Caution, 42 seconds. What is... Like, that's how long there's been a caution? Alright. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode here. I will finish effecting repairs and take another hit off of the med kit, because apparently I injured myself playing with the dumpster. And when y'all come back next time, I guess according to the objectives, we're headed back to Serum. I don't know if I think that's a very good idea, but we gotta figure something out, right? So come back next time for that, and we'll see you then.